What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. And today is my Blu-ray haul collection video for April of, actually no, for March, because these are all the Blu-rays that I bought for last month. And I know this is a couple of days late, but I was kind of holding off on it for a little bit. But I bought probably close to 24 movies last month. And so we got a whole lot to talk about, and some movies that I have, some movies I have seen and some movies that I have not seen that I have not opened yet, but I'll let you guys know as I go along. So let's get started. These are all movies that I bought, and we're not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to basically show you guys the order that I bought them in. So here we go. We got the Rocky heavyweight collection. This is all 6 Rocky films, and I know this is not the case that they usually would come in, but when I bought this from a website called Groove Entertainment where you can buy Blu-rays from, and the case arrived completely obliterated. Like, this thing was damaged to like the brim. Like, the entire bottom was all cracked and everything. The discs were falling out, but luckily this artwork in here and the discs themselves were all fine. So I was able to go. I went on Amazon. I bought a new Blu-ray case, and I was just able to replace that. So that's just something I do if I come across a Blu-ray that I don't want to return, but I was like, okay, I'll just buy an extra case for it, especially if the artwork is fine. If the artwork is fine and so is the disc, I'll just replace the case. So yeah, but I saw all these movies in order on Netflix. I saw the first 5 on Netflix. This one I had to buy the collection for to watch Rocky Balboa, and I really liked all of these movies. There isn't a single Rocky movie that I love, but I still really enjoy these movies. And I will say definitely, yeah, these are definitely worth checking out. The first 5 are on Netflix right now, so definitely check those out. Okay, we got Insomnia. This is one of 2 Christopher Nolan movies that I have not seen, and I actually did watch this finally a couple days ago. Now, people will tell you this movie is either Christopher Nolan's one of his worst movies, or people will tell you that it's a very underrated film. I do think it's an underrated movie, but it's not a movie that I loved as much as everybody else did. I still enjoyed it. I thought the premise was pretty cool. A guy who can't sleep and is trying to solve a murder, basically the murder of his own basically the murder of his own partner in crime. So yeah, it's a pretty well made movie. So I would definitely recommend checking this out. But I didn't quite love it as much as everybody else did. So don't hate me for it. Okay, a movie that made my top 15 list of last year, and that is The Fablemans. I finally bought this. I bought this towards the beginning of the month. I haven't even opened it yet, but still, this was a great movie. It's basically kind of like a biopic about Steven Spielberg, except it's told from a fictional family. So very enjoyable. I really love this movie, especially if you want to be a filmmaker. This will definitely inspire you. So definitely check that out. Okay, we got Creed 2. I have seen the first Creed. I have not seen this one yet. So I still have yet to see this one. I've heard good things about it, and I still have yet to see Creed 3. I've been really slacking off on going to the movie theaters. I did see John Wick Chapter 4, by the way, so if you guys want to know my thoughts, those are my thoughts. I loved John Wick Chapter 4. That's the best one so far, so check that out. But yeah, so Creed 2, have not seen it yet. I'll let you guys know. I have seen the first Creed. I really like that film. And I actually have that one too. Boyhood, a movie that I saw a long time ago, like years ago. I never saw it when it came out, but I did see it like a year later. And this is actually a really good film about real people actually aging over time. This film took 12 years to make because they use the same actors over and over again. You can see that they get older as the movie goes. So yeah, oh wait, my phone's reflecting off the thing, but yeah, so definitely a really good movie, very good coming of age story. Not a lot of people want to rewatch it, but I rewatch it all the time. Okay, movie that I never finished, but I have seen most of it, and that is Marriage Story. Yeah, this is a movie that won a lot of awards, I think, or was nominated, and it was on. I think it's on Netflix too. So if you want to check this out, you can check it out there. But yeah, it's about a marriage. It's about a marriage that's pretty much ending, and these 2 parents and their son try to cope with it. So, very good movie. Never finished it though, but I heard it was really good. And I did like the parts that I've seen, so I've yet to finish that one. Okay, a film that I should have bought months ago because I really did like this when it came out, and that is Terrifier 2. I loved this movie. The first Terrifier is pretty good. I have yet to get it, but still, I love Terrifier 2. I'm not a big fan of this cover though, even though cover art really shouldn't matter, but I do love this cover right here, on the inside. But yeah, the slipcover, I mean, it's a good cover. There are people out there buying 3 different versions of these things just to support it, and I don't think it's worth buying 3 copies of this movie, but definitely a movie that I genuinely loved. It's fucking graphic, I'll tell you that. It's fucking gory. Okay, this is a movie I did see in theaters when it came out yesterday. This is if you guys don't know, it's about a guy who wakes up, there's a blackout, he's a musician, and there's a blackout that happens on the planet, and then he wakes up and he's the only one who remembers the Beatles. So then he begins taking their songs and he makes himself famous, and so pretty good storyline there. Okay, one of my favorite action movies of all time, and actually my favorite Tony Scott movie out of the films by him that I've seen, and that is Unstoppable. I love this movie. This is a great action movie. I think this is pure exhilaration right here, especially with all the train action that's in here. Denzel Washington and Chris Pine have great chemistry. This is super fun. I fucking love this movie. I will defend it till the day that I die. Oh yeah, and this next movie I'm about to show you, this movie should get as much recognition as Unstoppable should, but for some reason it's very underrated and nobody talks about it. Runaway Train. Yeah. This is with Jon Voight, Eric Roberts, and Rebecca De Mornay, she's a babe, and I love her. But basically you got two prisoners played by Voight and Roberts. They are two escaped convicts who escaped from an Alaskan prison, and then they hop aboard a train. The conductor has a heart attack, and now the train is a runaway, and they can't get to the front of the train, and she was one of the people working on the train, so now they're trying to get away, and the warden is chasing after them in helicopters. So fucking awesome movie. Check this out. It's on, I think it's on Tubi. I think it's on there. It might still be on there. It's basically, so it's like Netflix, but it's free. But this film should get as much recognition as Unstoppable does. It's a great movie. That's all I need to say about it. A movie that everybody swears is amazing, and that is Pulp Fiction. Okay, now here's the thing. I finally did watch this. After this, I think I only have 2 Quentin Tarantino films left to watch, and that is, what was it? Django Unchained and Death Proof. Yeah, those are the 2. I have those 2 left to watch. I finally saw this film. People swear that this is Quentin Tarantino's best movie and one of the best films ever made. I'm not on that camp. I'm not in that camp. I don't think it is. I do think it's a good film. Out of the films by Quentin Tarantino that I like, this film will be at the bottom. But as there's a scene in this movie involving Ving Rhames and a cop that I think is very disgusting. I think it's gross. I don't like it at all. And to me, that really tanked this movie for me. And before then, I was like, this is Quentin Tarantino's best movie? I don't think so. My favorite film by him is The Hateful Eight. But still, I liked Pulp Fiction for what it was. I did like it. It's just that one scene really turned me off on it, and I don't know, guys. I don't think it's his best film, but I do like it. Out of the films I like, it's good. Okay, a movie from my childhood, Monsters, Inc. I used to own the VHS tape of this when I was a kid. It was like a blue VHS tape. I thought it was really cool. So this is definitely a childhood favorite of mine. The ending makes me cry every time. Love it. Don't need to say anything else about it. Okay, we got The Princess Bride. This is the Criterion case that looks like a storybook that you can open. Looks pretty cool. I love that. So, yeah, definitely another childhood favorite of mine. I only saw this a couple times because I was never a fan of romances, but I still enjoyed this movie quite a bit. And so, yeah, definitely worth the Criterion release. Another childhood film that I didn't own until now, and that is Bambi. Yep, I love this movie. This is one of my mom's favorite movies of all time, and it's very quotable. It's very sweet. It's very sad, especially with what happens with Bambi's mother. If you guys don't know it, I'm not going to spoil it here, even though the movie is practically 80 years old. But definitely a must-have, especially in my household. Fucking love this movie. Childhood movie again. I have a lot of childhood movies that I bought now because I want to complete those. Toy Story 3. I do have the 4th one right now. I still have to get the first 2, and I've seen all 4 Toy Story films, and I love them all. This is probably my favorite one out of all of them. Love that film. Don't need to say anything else about it. Okay, now we got some TV shows. We got Dexter Season 1 and Dexter Season 2. All right, so both seasons of Dexter. I currently have Season 3 right now, and I got New Blood today in the mails. Actually, not in the mail. I went to Best Buy today, and I got that. So the first 2 seasons of Dexter. I am just now getting into the show. I fucking love it. I love Dexter. I didn't see it when I was growing up because it was a little bit graphic and I didn't know if I wanted to see it yet. And also I heard there was a lot of sex in it, so I kind of avoided it. But now I'm watching it and I've seen the first 2 seasons. First season's great. Second season's even better. So Yeah, season 3, I've seen the first 2 episodes now, and it's awesome. So I would highly recommend people check out Dexter. Awesome movie. The Martian. This is the extended cut. Yeah, so this is definitely one of my favorite Ridley Scott movies. I think it's my second favorite behind Alien, probably. I'll have to recheck that, but still, this is a great movie about a guy who's left for dead, who's stranded on Mars, and he has to try to wait for his crew to get back and try to survive. Definitely a great survival movie. I have a big soft spot for survival films. Love those. Okay, a film that I used to have the DVD for this when I had DVDs, but now I got the Blu-ray. I got the 4K for it. Bohemian Rhapsody. This was actually my favorite film of 2018. Yeah, and I got a lot of shit for that because a lot of people don't like this movie, and I don't get it. This movie is not bad at all. It does change a lot of things about Freddie Mercury's storyline. They made it kind of safe and not like rated R, which I actually respected the fact they did that because I did not want some hardcore stuff. I didn't want too much tragedy, and I do think the way that they changed stuff up made it feel more like an actual story rather than, because if they had changed it up, made it exactly like Freddie Mercury's life, it probably wouldn't have been as rewatchable. I love the fact that they ended with the Live Aid concert, so yeah, definitely a must-have. They're gonna do another one. They're gonna do a second part with that starts with at Live Aid and it ends with Freddie's death. So, wondering how that's gonna go. I don't know how that's gonna go. Okay, guys, you guys know I'm collecting the seasons for 24, and I finally got the last season from Japan, and that is 24 season 6. Yeah, this was the last season that I had to get from Japan. So now I just have to get seasons 8 and Live Another Day, and I will have my full collection. And you guys, after I complete that, I will have the last few reviews of these seasons coming up, and I will complete my 24 review series, and I will also do a ranking of all the seasons. So I know you guys are impatiently waiting for that. Just know I finally got the first 7 seasons now. Yes, because I have season 7 on Blu-ray too. I got the first 7 seasons on Blu-ray now. I just need to get season 8 and Live Another Day, and then I'm done. So that'll be good soon. Okay, this was one. Red Eye. This is the collector's 4K Blu-ray that just came out not too long ago from Paramount Presents. Yeah, this was a movie that I've seen one time, and I did really like it. It's basically like a thriller that ends as a slasher, and it's about a girl who's flying on a plane, and Cillian Murphy, Richmond McAdams and Cillian Murphy, he's sitting right next to her, and he is actually a, what is he? Is he a terrorist, or is he... Yeah, he's a terrorist agent. Yeah, I was reading it. He's a terrorist agent, and then he's tells her to do stuff, and if she doesn't obey him, he will kill her dad. And so yeah, very thrilling movie. And also I love this cool artwork that they did where you open it and it's like the poster from the movie. It's pretty cool. I like that. So definitely, this is definitely a great set. And this movie has been waiting. I've been waiting for this to get on Blu-ray because I've seen the DVD. I used to have that a long time ago. Okay, Captain Phillips, a movie that we did see. Actually, I never saw this in theaters, but we did see it on TV, I think, one time. And this was a movie that my mom and I really enjoyed because we love Tom Hanks. We're big suckers for him. So yeah, I think the quote is, "I am the captain now." So yeah, definitely a must-own movie, and it was pretty sad, especially with the ending. Okay. Beverly Hills Cop Trilogy. I love all 3 of these movies. Actually, I love the first one, and I really enjoyed 2 and 3. So yeah, I haven't even opened this yet. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I like all 3 of these movies. I used to have the trilogy on DVD. Now that I've collected Blu-rays, I have the Blu-ray trilogy of that. So yeah, I've replaced every single DVD in my collection with Blu-rays, except for these right here. Yeah, these are Blu-rays. These are DVDs, because those don't exist on Blu-ray yet, so it's pretty sad. So I keep those because those are movies that I love that I have to own. And the final Blu-ray that I bought last month, and that is Bones and All. This was a film that I did see in theaters around Thanksgiving time, and my God, was it pretty graphic, especially with the blood. People say it's gory. I don't think it's gory, but I think it is bloody. It's a very bloody movie. It's basically a cannibal romance with Timothée Chalamet and Taylor Russell, yeah, and Mark Rylance in this movie. I think that's him right there. If you guys can see him, that's him right there. Come on, focus already. Yeah, it's not gonna focus, but still, Mark Rylance. His character is creepy in this movie. He's creepy, but he's really good. So yeah, cannibal romance movie. Definitely check this out. If you love cannibal stuff and if you love romance stuff, this is definitely up your alley. Highly recommend it. This also made my list of best movies of last year. So, okay, guys, that's all my Blu-rays for April, or no, March. Keep saying April. No, March of 2023. So, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll complete my 24 collection pretty soon, and I'm still working on trying to review movies for you guys. I know I have been slacking off on that, but I'm still working on it. I'm still introducing myself to more stuff, and as you guys can see, I've got a second shelf that I'm currently filling up with more Blu-rays. I now have 500 of them. I got 500 Blu-rays now, so very happy about that. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your day, or whatever time it is where you guys are at, and I will see you guys next time.